Stand by for action.
So, this weekend was London Film and Comic-Con, and we've been talking about this for a few weeks on the podcast, that myself, Becca and Sam were going to go and stuff, and we did, and we met up and we did a podcast that was amazing. It's only a short one, so please check it out. I'll put the link down below. So we went, okay, and there's a lot of controversy going on at the moment about LFCC, which I will quickly mention. But it's not that important because we still had a good time. Basically, the crux of the matter is that a lot of people seem to have had trouble and weren't able to get in on day tickets or weren't able to purchase day tickets at the site. And there was a lot of queuing going on, which is understandable. It was Stan Lee's last ever European appearance, and they had a lot of big name guests this year as well. So, the main get it out, Glenn. The main gripe I have is that the event itself didn't put the air conditioning on, and apparently that was to save money. I don't know if this is, gospel truth or not. Allegedly, the reason was to save costs. Allegedly, very important. Don't want anybody suing. I don't know, if I have to say. If that is the case, shame on you, Earl's Court 2. Shame on you. Showmasters didn't help by their staff not being... how to put this without people taking offence, not being the best trained at customer service that you could possibly be. They were a bit abrupt, they were a bit nonchalant with people. People had passed out apparently, and they really didn't know what to do. Look, it's one of those things. You're going to get staff sometimes that are a bit not the best trained that they could be, especially in events like this. They're not maybe used to dealing with the numbers that they had. The numbers were incredible. But regardless, we had a good time nonetheless. It was mainly me and Becca, the old Lampenstein from the podcast. And we had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun indeed. Going round, buying stuff, hanging out, doing the podcast, like I say. Yeah, it was very, very cool. And there was haulage. First and foremost, I don't know how well this is going to come out on the video, but I met Stan Lee. Oh, I met Stan Lee, I did. Oh, it was so cool. It was so cool. I met him for all of that. I met him for all of that. Basically, it's very sheep dippy. You went in, you got told, you queued for ages, by the way, about an hour. And then you got to a little booth. And at the little booth, you were told to hand your bag in. You can't take a bag with you. Guessing just in case you've got something that might want to do harm to Stan. I don't know. Why anybody want to harm Stan Lee is beyond me, but there you go. Got told to go there, no hugs, no handshakes, don't really speak to him, stay against the wall. And then click, get your photo, right, fuck off. And that's basically it. And I met him for all of that. He did say, hey, Mets. My cat, because if as you can see by the photo, I got the New York Mets hat on, who are a really bad baseball team, but I support them anyway, because, reasons. But I met Stan Lee for all of 1 second. I can say that I've done it. That's one off the bucket list. So even though it was very, very brief, I still got a photo of me and Stan Lee. It happened, so I can quite happily say that. There was other stuff that we bought, but briefly I'll just go on about the other guests. I didn't meet any other guests. Reason being is that the queuing system was a bit messed up. Again, probably not the fault of the staff. They probably didn't know how to deal with it. But it was too hot, too sweaty, and I couldn't be bothered waiting for any of the guests. I am hoping some of them, at least Colin Baker, who I really, really wanted to meet. I'm a bit disappointed that I didn't, but reasons. I'm kind of hoping he goes to Cardiff Comic Con, because I will be there this year. I've decided this year I'm going to do the con circuit a little bit. So I'll be doing Roll Out Roll Call. And I'll be doing CFCC as well in November, because it's literally over there for me. It's over there. Living in Swansea, it's over there. So yeah, so I didn't meet any more of the guests. Wanted to, but it was just a case of the queues were far too long. Did see Michael Bean though. The years haven't been kind. Is all I'm going to say. That one is husk is the word that springs to mind. Husk. He didn't look well, so I don't know whether it's just the heat that was bothering people. Apparently Stan Lee sort of had to go because of the heat. That should have told him, put the fucking aircon on, if that was the case, and it wasn't on. So reasons that it was on, I don't know, but there you go. Anyway, stuff was bought. Stuff was definitely bought. First off, I'd like to thank Becca. I'd like to thank Becca for little Powerglide. She got me a Powerglide. I've wanted him for ages. I love Powerglide. You see, I know a lot of people don't like him. Astoria. A lot of people don't like Powerglide, but I love the guy. I really do. And I'd lost him when I moved to Swansea. But I have him again, so cool. Thank you very much. And also, I'll come to that in a bit. First day of the con, I said that there were a few Transformers I wanted to buy. Generation Scoop was one of them, and I bought him. Hello, Generation Scoop. He is a cool little toy. No reviews of these today. I'm just literally just going to say these are cool, these are not cool. They're all cool. Spoiler. So yeah, this is Scoop. I like him a lot. I know people have problems with him. I don't really care. I always like the Target Masters. I now have a Generations Target Master, and I am very happy with that. So I'm liking Scoop a lot. I also bought this guy because I fucking love Rat Trap. I love Beast Wars. I think everybody knows I really love Beast Wars, and Rat Trap is probably my favourite character because he's the most complicated of them all. Even more so than characters like Silverbolt and things like that. Rat Trap is, you know, he's so utterly complicated and weird and odd, and a hero, and yet the biggest fucking anti-hero you will ever meet in your life. And then they ruin it a little in Beast Machines, but never mind. I still like Rat Trap. He's still a cool character, and I'm very pleased to have the Generations version. Best of the Beast ones. Dinobot was pretty good. Cheetor was shite. Generations Rat Trap really good. And then I got me a Sandstorm. I said Springer or Sandstorm. I'm not really fussed either one. I need the Springer now. I need Springer. Because the Sandstorm mould is amazing, and if the Springer's like this, then yeah, I'm going to want him. I'm going to want the Cloud Rodimus as well. I really like this toy. It's such a good toy. Loving it. It's so nice. There will be reviews forthcoming on all these because I think they're so cool, but he is an amazing little toy. He's so fucking cool. Love it. What I need to do now is get these out of the way. You will see why in a minute. But only in a minute. Like I say, yeah, next time I will do guests at Cardiff Comic Con. That will be the main focus of what I do, and I'll have a bit more money as well. I didn't have too much money this time around. Now then, I didn't meet Colin Baker, but I did get a mug of him. Yes, I am currently drinking tea out of a Colin Baker mug, which is really cool, I think, or tragic. It's one of the two, but I love it. 6C has never looked so good. I fucking love the Sixth Doctor. Anyway. Years and years ago, when I was a wee nipper, I had a He-Man clock that I have been banging on about for the last 4 years on back to the 80s. This thing, I could not find it online anywhere. I couldn't see it, and I really wanted to find it. I knew it was a 1986 or 1984 wall clock. I didn't really know where. I'd seen others of the same type, but never this one. Found it. Oh, I found it. Very happy, and Becca again very nicely purchased this for me. I bought her a Thunderbird 1 earlier on Saturday, and on Sunday she saw this and said, right, you're having it. You want it? You're having it. So yeah, she bought me that. Now the only thing wrong with it is that the movement doesn't work on the back. But if I can get hold of another one of these or another one of this type, it's called a Tox Concept Clock. It is. There are a few on eBay, but they're really expensive. I've actually put in an offer for one that maybe isn't as expensive, but we will see. If anybody knows of anybody who owns one of these and doesn't want it, it doesn't have to be the He-Man one. It's like I say, it's a Tox Concept Clock from about 1984. It's a cheap thing, is all it is. I can use the movement of any of them. It doesn't really matter, because all you do is you take those off, leaving that, and then you literally just turn the screw in the middle. It comes off like so, and it comes off, right, like so. So I can use, as long as it's a new movement or anyone's got a movement like this, that just, it's a two-handed one, just comes straight off. It's just conked out is all it is. The motor's gone on it. I have tried, I've cleaned it and everything. And what you do, I didn't know this when I was a kid because he had this face, but I didn't know this, that you turn it round, boom, Skeletor. I didn't know that as a kid. Well, why would you? You don't take things apart when you're a kid. At least I didn't. It shall be staying on this one though, because that's the one I had when I was a kid. I loved this clock when I was a kid. It reminds me, since I've had it in the bedroom that I use as my study, basically it's just been a case of, well, you know, it's winter, 1986, 87. It's so cool to have this again. It was such a big part of my childhood, going to sleep and looking up at that clock. And just that was pretty much sometimes the last thing I would see on a night time. It's just so cool to have it again. It is a shame that the movement doesn't work, but hey ho, things happen, and you know, I have tried to get it to work. Like I say, if somebody knows of somebody who just wants to get rid of the movement or has a clock that they just don't use, please get in touch. But it has to be this one, basically. It has to be one of similar spec, because it's got the hanger on the back. Any other one, I did have a look around for sort of cheap clocks today, and it's like they don't have it, so there's no point doing it. But that wasn't the biggest thing I bought all weekend. Yeah, I won't do that one yet. Wasn't the biggest thing I bought all weekend, because I'm just milling about, going around all the stores in the throng, and all of a sudden I spots a box. And it's a box of the 2000X Castle Grayskull. I'm thinking that can't be right. So I'm thinking, you know, I'll ask. Maybe someone's unpacked it and put it back. And he said, oh, 25 quid. Oh, that's not bad. He says, the best thing is, this thing's not even been opened properly. It's been opened and someone's had a look inside, never been put together. It is, in essence, brand new. Now, I can't remember how much it was when it came out, but I'm guessing it was about 30, 40 quid. This guy said it was 25. So I'm thinking, oh, and I thought, you know what, screw it, just buy it. I've already got one Castle Grayskull. I needed one. I've had a look online before, and it was just basically too rich for my blood. So, yeah, he said, have it, 25 quid. Apparently, two blokes had said, no, it's too much, and walked off. Dude, really? Yeah, so I bought a 2000X Castle Grayskull, and I will show it off in a moment. I also bought this. I bought a Smash Blade He-Man, because it was 8 quid. I did have a look for more Masters, sort of 2000X Masters. Doesn't really, yeah, no one really had any. But this guy was, again, mint and sealed packet, 8 quid. And I thought, well, I've got to have him. And he's really cool, actually. I really like the 2000X He-Man. So again, another review will be forthcoming of this guy. I like the blue armour. I don't know why, it just suits him. It looks really, really cool and weird. But yeah, so yeah, I got me this. I'm going to get up for this. I'm going to get behind the camera to sort of put this in shot. This is so cool. Come with me. Come with me. I'm not going to review it. But what I am going to do, let you guys have a look at the beautiful gorgeousness, if I can get it fully in shot. That is Castle Grayskull. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. It's brand new. Brand spanking new. It has never been used. I had to build it last night. Look at that. Look at the sword. Look at the sword in there. Look at that. Look, it's a sword. It's all shiny. Look at it. Oh my word. That's all my other stuff as well. Look. But look at it. Look at the door. Look at the door. I'm not going to play with the door yet because there's a few features. Look at how shine. Look at it shine. Look at it shine. Look at the door on the side. It's a lot like the original Castle Grayskull. Like I say, this isn't a review. This is merely me going, squee, look at it. Look at it shine. And you got the inside. It's pristine. You got the gun there. Got everything that you would ever need. Oh, what's that door? Well, you won't find out yet. It's a good test actually for when I do the review. Oh, look at that stuff there. You got a weapons rack. I love this weapons rack. Look at that. Look at it. Look how cool that is. I can get that in the light. Weapons rack. That's your weapons rack for the 2000X Grayskull. But everything is just pristine. And the best thing is, look at this. Watch this. Look at that. Oh. Which is really cool. You also get that's cool. Oh yeah, you get special effects on this one. And that door, again, you won't find out until I do the review, which will probably be next. Same as this one. What's this? Ah, what's this do? You won't find out yet. You won't find out. What you will find out is this. This again, very, very cool. Look at Castle Grayskull's eyes. Watch this. Do. Oh, he's looking at you. Oh my God! How cool is that? Also, if you want to come in, do you want to see the review? No review for you. No review for you. No review. So, this has been my little haul. Not like I like My Little Pony, but a haul. So, come with me. As we see my little haul imagination. So that's been my little haul, which is really, really cool. I'll get He-Man in there as well. Yes, so that's my little haul that I had. And then Castle fucking Grayskull. Oh, that looks cool. Liking that. See what I mean? This thing is so cool. And it shall probably be my next review. So, next week, be ready. Because that will be my review.